Boys, ping pong.
And education is allowing people to get the best out of themselves and to develop the best way that they can.
I want her to learn, I want her to leave school with a qualification, I want her to have a job.
Children with disabilities are among the most vulnerable and excluded in the world. Their rights are often violated. Hidden at home or placed in special institutions, a child with disabilities often misses out on education. Inclusive education does not require special schools, care, expensive materials, or specialized expertise. It simply means all students, including children with disabilities, should have the opportunity to receive individualized services and approaches to learning.
Okay, Nick, time to brush your teeth.
10-year-old Anika has autism and attends her local school. Even before she started school, her parents knew she'd need one-on-one support so that her behavioural and education needs did not affect other kids in the class.
We've come a long way. The child that Nika was at 5 going into school to now at 10 in year 6. She's very used to the routine of getting up, getting dressed and going to school. Nika was really like a wild horse. She was just a child completely out of control. I had no control. I couldn't get her to sit at the table. I couldn't get her to do anything, to follow any instruction. And it was incredibly frustrating for both parties.
The best school was when I learned about maths and reading. Well, I like playing in the playground and learning about things.
But the bulk of Anika's progress has come from her teacher aide, paid for by Mum and Dad.
Those parents know how difficult it is for teaching in this country, and they don't want to add to that burden, and they don't want the guilt of it. And I think that's a very sad reflection of our society today. But I know that's how parents think. They do not want the guilt, they do not want the burden about the lives of our families, the marriage breakups, siblings being neglected for one child with particular needs, parents having to fight and struggle and being worn out in the process. I would want to see all children included in their local school, regardless of their needs. And I would like to see appropriate resourcing put in place for those.
For the funding side of things, it makes my blood boil that there seems to be just a clear numbers game by the Ministry of Education providing money. 20% of applications always fail, exactly year after year.
You look at Italy. The Italians haven't had any special schools for nearly 30 years.
UNICEF is working with governments to support education systems, families and children to reduce inequities created by social exclusion. That includes changing policies to ensure that children with disabilities are provided with quality, inclusive education. That means giving each and every child an opportunity to learn at their local school.
When we're talking about inclusive education, it's how do we make sure everybody's in, everybody has a place, and that they are participating. How we do that is something that we're constantly learning because it's a big challenge for us.
Bidang pendidikan Jepun terletak di bawah portfolio Kementerian Pendidikan, Teknologi, Sains, Sukan dan Kebudayaan (MAX) yang diterajui menterinya iaitu Yoshimasa Hayashi. MAX berperanan menyalurkan peruntukan dan menyediakan kurikulum kepada semua sekolah di seluruh negara. Bagaimanapun, kerajaan tempatan diberi kuasa autonomi untuk mengendali hal ehwal pendidikan di wilayah masing-masing, seperti mengubah suai kurikulum dan hal pengambilan pekerja. Kurikulum kebangsaan akan disemak dan digubal semula oleh MAX setiap 10 tahun berdasarkan laporan yang diterima daripada Majlis Pendidikan Pusat. MAX menetapkan dasar tenaga pengajar iaitu guru perlu mempunyai ijazah pendidikan dan lesen mengajar untuk membolehkan mereka berkhidmat di sekolah. Kegagalan memperbaharui lesen mengajar boleh menyebabkan khidmat seseorang guru ditamatkan. Dalam soal pendidikan khas, terdapat 3 bentuk persekolahan bagi murid berkeperluan khas yang dipendekkan MBK di Jepun, iaitu sekolah biasa, kelas pendidikan berkeperluan khas dan sekolah pendidikan berkeperluan khas. Sekolah biasa menyediakan perkhidmatan pendidikan kepada murid normal, namun terdapat juga MBK yang belajar bersama-sama dengan murid biasa di dalam satu kelas. Justeru itu, bilik resos disediakan untuk murid berkeperluan khas berkenaan bagi membolehkan mereka menerima bimbingan khas untuk meningkatkan tahap berdikari. Selain itu, diwujudkan juga kelas pendidikan berkeperluan khas yang menyediakan perkhidmatan kepada MBK yang terletak di dalam kawasan sekolah biasa. Manakala sekolah pendidikan berkeperluan khas pula hanya disediakan khusus untuk MBK sahaja. Garis Dasar Pendidikan Jepun menetapkan tempoh persekolahan wajib selama 9 tahun iaitu masing-masing 6 tahun di sekolah rendah dan 3 tahun di sekolah menengah rendah.
Today, I will discuss about inclusive education in Japan. We know that Japan is a developed country and Japan has the good quality education. This time, we want to discuss about inclusive education in Japan. In Japan, there are 3 types of inclusive education. First, extraordinary school is a special class for children, separate mental or physical disabilities. The second, special classes are the classes that are intended for slow learner. The third, special guidance classes are separate special class from regular class, but at one time, injured art and sport lesson are combined with children's special need.
私が e ボードを始めたきっかけは、学生時代の経験にあります。私は学生時代、学習塾や学習支援の現場で子どもたちに勉強を教えていました。もちろん、勉強ができたり家庭環境に恵まれてたくさんに塾に来る子もいたんですが、中には、学校に通うことができずに塾だけで勉強している子、もしくは学校の授業から1年も2年も遅れてしまっていて全く授業についていけてない子もいました。でそうした課題に対して、自分が何ができるのか、彼ら彼女らのために何ができるのかというふうに考えた時に、やっぱりそうした子どもたちでも仮にもう学校を辞めてしまってもどんな環境にあっても学べる場所を作りたいというので e ボードというのを始めました。それがまた別の形で、全国の学校であったりとか NPO であったりに知っていただく中で少しずつ e ボードを使ってもらう現場も増えてきました。そうした形で少しずつ全国の学校や NPO や地域で e ボードを使っていただく中で今現在200の地域学校現場で e ボード 使ってもらうことができています。その中で、うまく ICT を使うことで、授業の中でももちろん今までの授業の在り方も大切にしつつ、一人一人が自分のペースで学んでいく、その中で自分が学ぶことを獲得していくような場所であったりとか授業であったりコンセプトというのを現場の先生方と一緒に作っていきたいなと思っています。